Okay, everybody. It's Mickey D with, I guess, take two of episode 80. Yeah, Windows just suddenly crashed on me. Lovely WOF.sys error. It recovered by itself. Well, it didn't recover, it restarted. So it detected the crash, but seems to have fixed it. First time it's ever popped up, so hopefully not a symptom of things to come. Um, and there was a Windows update today, so I don't know if it was either that or the last Stationeers update. Stationeers broke my computer. Um, so I don't know where the last autosave was. Obviously, when I'm sitting here holding a wrench, so that's where we're at. 38.2, 38.1. Let's see. Wall panels on there. I don't know. I'm going to have to wander around and see. Okay, so we haven't adjusted. It looks like it's all hooked up, but we haven't welded it back together yet. So not too far back. I don't know if we fixed the solar panel yet or not, and I think we just covered that afterwards. Yes, so a little bit back, but not. Yep, that's what it was. There we go. Not too far, I guess. We can get caught back up relatively quick. It's just kind of annoying. I had this all cleaned up too. Alright, well. It was all quick settings real quick, so not too bad. Oh, we'll have to see if we set the... Oh, yeah, okay, I'm not going to do this right now. What? No, it's set to autosave every half hour, so we weren't that far behind. It was probably about due to save again, from the looks of it. Well, maybe not. 15 minutes. All right, so let's see if the tank is set to, if we've already drained it or not. We have not. Okay, so this is basically right after we got everything hooked up. Because that was the first thing we did is, I think before I closed everything up is I checked the, I might actually have not checked the pressure until after. Yeah, so, all right. Well, let's make sure that, yes, we're all tied up. All right. And while we're up here, we'll just go ahead and pull these out too, because we don't need any of that. But, is it? Strange. I'm not showing any drop frames. Okay. You sure? You sure it was the stream, or was I stuttering? All right. So we're gonna change that to a regular corner now, and we'll leave that over here. Hey, look, we have to make one less of those. All right, corner. We didn't do this last time. All right, and we're here. We'll go ahead and clean up the wiring. And I believe we have an inventory full of pipes. Yes, we do. No, not quite the same junction. Okay, yeah, we don't need that. I'm going to check because sometimes there's like a three-way or something buried in there. Though I suppose I should probably go in the greenhouse and change the settings before I actually close up the ceiling. That'd probably be the intelligent thing to do to get it. Well, we weren't overheating. I figured you would come up with a comment if I said that. Okay, Where is... Yeah, we'll get this. And I think we had one iron plate at the very bottom. Oh. Maybe we didn't. Oh, maybe we already... Oh, we must already... Didn't we already start welding? Are we completely connected? Yes. Okay. Oh, maybe it was over here that... Yep, it was over here that I went too far down. Okay, let's get this welded first. Very nice. And actually, before I completely button this up, we'll go fix that airlock, or not airlock, solar panel. All right, get this welded up. And there we go. Yeah, because since we'll have easy exit, let's not burn that wire again. I would be really mad if I did that and burn the wire twice. Yeah, I'll have to do... I did do a quick scan on my hard drive beforehand, and it shows all good, so... Not sure what... Hopefully, maybe, like I said, it was just that Windows update today. I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye out in case it happens again. Shutting my primary hard drive for my OS is SSD, and it's not that old. So should be good. Hopefully it's just a random glitch. I've got 3. I've got an SSD for my OS, and then I've got 2 2-terabyte hard drives. Yeah. I learned from the first time. Yeah, I wanted a sheet of glass. And since we know it's going to run out soon, we might as well just go ahead and change our jetpack. And then we don't have to come back down. Oh, let's go drop off all this pipe. We don't need it anymore. You have that much porn, Dark Dragon? Oops. I'll do that one. Nope, no, do the other way. Thank you. All right. Can I just like... Oh, I can move him now. Oh. Oh, we're going to have fun with that. Oh, interesting. He still slides. All right, what are we... Okay, air, solar panel. I do have an unused NAS RAID array sitting next to me. I could hook that up. All right, so we're going to need to pull this up. Really? Oh, okay, they're up there. I should put him in the furnace room and just like let it run. He's gonna spawn in dead anyway. There's no way he's gonna be out of oxygen. He should have gone into a sleeper. Though he'd probably still die because that's the one thing I don't like about the setup that we have right now is the and I don't really know how to well, we're gonna do something to address it at some point, but the sleeper is at whatever temperature the tank system is. So right now the O2 tank is at 50 degrees Celsius the last time I checked it. So if you went into it, you would basically die because it would be way too hot. All right. Yeah, I'll come up here sometime and clean this up. I already cleaned it up once today. I'm not cleaning it up again. All right. Now, does anybody remember where I dropped all the steel plates at? Hey, right here. Convenient. What was that? Said ability to heat up a pipe with a welder so you can burn cables. But yeah, I was wondering. Yeah, they don't have anything. It's actually one of the first things I tried in the game is to see if the pipes would heat up. Um, just to know if I needed to avoid that or not. Because I think the first time I burned through a cable, I tried that, and I was like, oh, it doesn't do anything. Though technically, the flammables a fuel mix will burn in the pipe if it's hot enough. So if you weld around it long enough, the pipe might absorb the heat from you know, the surrounding area. So it could ignite it and cause it to burst. Okay, so the solar, that's from, there's, I think I just locked myself outside the, oh, no, not quite yet. No, that, I don't know. There was some like weird, I don't know if it was something that one of the updates did, but we've got some weird bugginess going on in the base. Hasn't seemed to got any worse, but like these randomly colored, we've got randomly painted blocks, and we had a couple of frame blocks in the basement, and that solar panel that basically were still built, but they weren't lined up with the grids. Um, it's some weird corruption in the save, and it showed up. It's been like a week or so. Um, but it hasn't. Nothing new seems to have happened since then. It just seems to be something happened, and it caused some corruption in the save. I'm guessing. Um, I don't know how the blocks would get misaligned because you can only place them one way. So um, I don't know. Maybe they have some coordinate system in there, and it just always locks it to, you know, uh, the cardinal directions. But maybe there is the capability to place in any direction. Okay. That would be funny. Oh yeah, I could stick it on the roof so it always spawns into it. Yeah, I should see what the exact spot is that you spawn in at. Um, oh, you know what I should do is whatever cube you spawn into, I can move it and glass it in so you fall down. And I should just like dig a really, really deep hole, like a deep hole all the way to bedrock. And then he spawns in and he just falls. That would be kind of fun. And then I should like halfway up, I should put a door so that you have to use your jetpack to get all the way up. That would be kind of funny, kind of mean too, but kind of funny. All right. So let's get the changes made to, and let's see if we can not lose a glass a sheet this time. What's the temperature up there? 37.9. It's not getting that warm. I know, that's what I was thinking. Probably really wouldn't work though, because if you started falling, you would probably hit the jetpack right away. So then you could just kind of like drop down until you finally get to it. All right, so let's get these reset again to the new settings. So 1 sheet, 2 sheets, 2 sheets. Was oh, don't kill me. Oh, we didn't lose any this time. Very nice. Oh, we did lose one. Well, son of a... It's that hole right there, isn't it? Is it? Oh, no, it's right there. Okay. All right, so screwdriver. Uh-huh. I have a calculator on my desktop, so, you know. What did we have this set to? 304, I think I was trying. Was it 304? Yes, 304. And then 308 on the other one. 304. And then we're going to set our high temp. Going the wrong way. To 308. All right, so we should hopefully be good. And, oop, I gotta close that because now I can't see. There we go. No, it's on the stream. They should all be showing up on the stream. And, oop, let's not put that away in our pocket while it's still on. Because, you know, we can travel to the Mars and we can build spaceships, but we can't make spring-loaded triggers. They're just too complicated. Okay. And there we go. It'd probably help if I just turn off the light too. I should actually tint that light. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I missed that part. Yeah, I don't know if I can block it after the fact or not have it show up after the fact because I don't think it's in the chat settings. Yeah, I don't have it's in the stream settings, not in the chat settings. So I can't adjust it unless I stop the stream. They actually just offered that. It didn't it wasn't an option before. It just showed up like a week or two ago. That's why I used to have it actually on the screen. But I figured if people didn't really, you know, if they don't want to really read the chat, then, you know, not have it on the screen. Okay. Oh, actually, we can just pull out the other one. Oh, I had to turn it the right way. Okay, I figured I turned it the wrong way. We should just only need one there. And you know what? Since we're actually caught back up to where we were, I'm gonna force a save. Watch, it'll crash the game. Oh, that's weird. It's not actually telling me that. Oh, because we it's past midnight my time. So yeah, then it changes to the date. Which one's that's the older one, stream 3. Yes, overwrite. Thank you. Now, hopefully this does not crash my computer. Though that save is kind of taking a while. They usually do. Thank you. Okay. So, and while we're running around, so now we're back up to where we were before everything crashed, except for the cleanup that I did. We can actually pull that out. We don't need that there anymore. And we can pull this out. We don't need that there anymore. And let's see, there. Yes, we'll clean this up a little bit. You know what? We could actually put another cooling fan there. I think I'll do that. We're kind of already set up for it, so why not, right? Because there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of more cooling in the furnace room. So it's only a corner? Oh, yeah, because we're going there. Okay, T-junction, T-junction. I think it ties in back on this side. But we'll double check that real quick. Yeah, I could kind of see, that is one reason to have it on the screen. Okay, so that's, yeah, it is tying in on that side. So what we're going to do is, I don't think that's, do we have another piece of pipe on us? Probably not. All right, well, let's grab this stuff so we're not making a whole bunch of trips. Though we do need to come back either way. And we'll grab some more pipe. But we'll go ahead and throw this down too. Work on a couple things at once. Multitasking, sort of. Not really, because you're really only still doing one thing at a time, but I guess we're working efficiently because we're doing everything as we pass by it. Oh. Thanks. Actually, do we have a wall? No, we got wall heaters. I don't think we have any spare wall coolers made. No. All right, so we'll go make one real quick. And let's see. Yeah, wall. And then we'll test that. Come on. Oh. Then we'll test that that digital valve. I wonder if I can push him inside of a locker. Doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure he'll just immediately Oh, I have no idea where I'm going. I'm pretty sure he'll immediately respawn when he comes back in anyway. All right. So, and that's the wrong tool. That's still the wrong tool. Wall cooler. Very nice. And pipe. And since we're already on this inventory screen, I might as well grab the wrench because it does not belong in there. All right, so should just be able to put a corner there, and very nice. So we got a little bit of a little bit more cooling, and now hopefully since this is tied into the main radiator system now, should get even still a bit better performance out of it. And oh, and you know what I realized too, while I was doing the little bit of that would be funny too. Oh, you know what I should actually do is I should remove the block in front of it, and then push him into the hole, and then print the cables and let it fill up above him. So not only would he be stuck in a hole, he would have be buried under cables. Um, yes. So yeah, when I had this up or pulled apart, and I was hooking up this nitrogen filter, I realized we never hooked up the oxygen line to the fuel mix for the furnace. So I had ran it all the way to here, and I forgot to change that to a T. So yeah, luckily we still had plenty in the. Oh, you know what would be fun too? Oh! I got a really fun idea. So I don't know if people have seen it or not, but you can actually make pools of water in the game. So we could actually make a pool of water and put him inside of it, and we'll make it all glass, and then so it'll be like he's in an aquarium. Okay, and we got all these soup parts laying around. It's really not nice. So 35.1. We were down to 34.9 before. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we'll put a make him like in an aquarium. 35.1. It's trying to increase. It's still increasing. But we get to see, we might not get high enough during the day. Is the sun, you know what I just realized? I have no windows on this side of the base, except for what's in the airlocks. Though I'm hesitant to put a whole bunch of windows in the base, though, because, oh, you know what we could do? I just thought of. You can make in-game clocks. There's some pretty big circuits. A couple of people have done it. Yeah. Um, yeah, that's climbing pretty fast. Well, we'll keep an eye on it and see. Let's see what it gets up to. Oh, you know what would be really fun? Oh. We could make a. We could make a. Like, take a small room, make like a one, even like a one room. Maybe not a one room, but maybe like a 3 by 3 room. Um, and we could hatch the chickens in there and just let them breed. And then when he logged in, there would just be like he would just be like completely like buried in chickens, and they'll just be like moving around. I don't get that reference. Digital valve. That's what I'm trying to do. Actually, as soon as I find out where the sun is. Yeah, we haven't even hit noon yet. It doesn't look like. So we're probably gonna get pretty warm in the greenhouse. 37. We'll see. We might be able to. We might not hit too high. I guess we'll have to see. We'll let it run for a day. See what it ends up at. All right. So this is pointing that it's going to. Oh, you know what? Before we do this, let's pull up our floor and see. I know we got some wiring over there. I'm going to have to pull power over to this. Yeah, randomly painted sections everywhere. All right, yeah, we can just pull off of this line. What does that even run to? Why does that go down into the floor? Who knows? Oh, that goes down to the basement, I believe. Oh, that comes up from the basement, I think. Yeah, we can tie into it. It'll be fine. Or we could just throw an APC down and run it off of that and not worry about. Okay, so this is saying that it's filling to. Actually, I'm going to. Yeah, we'll do it this way. So filling to the right. Yeah, I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z in like, I don't know, forever. Like when it originally aired. I did see a nice meme though there with Frieza, and it was like, "I'm gonna blow up the planet in 5 minutes," and then it was like 5 episodes later, 5 minutes is still not up. so we should have an empty tank over here. All right, and this said this was going to fill up to the right, correct? So we're going to put empty tank there. And that so bothers me that it fills, the pipe hooks in on this side, yet the canister hooks in on that side. It just, you know, you think it would just have it right there. You know, who's going to design it with an empty chamber or another cable running up through? Let's use, we got plenty of oxygen, so let's use our oxygen. All right, so we should have no pressure. Now, if we turn it on, oh, we got pressure. Yes, it's equalizing through. So it looks like they are bidirectional. And we could just do this to test too. 1483, so that did equalize. And if we take our nitrogen tank, and which is higher, just to make sure. So that was it, 1483, 1483. If we put the full one there, turn it on. Yes, okay, so yeah, bidirectional. Oh, okay, yeah, that is actually a really good, you could say that. That is actually a really good point. Except when they stop and they talk for, you know, half an hour in between the fighting. Because I don't think that they're hyperspeed talking. All right, I'm just going to dump all these so I don't worry about if I accidentally contaminated something. All right, so digital valves are bidirectional. They just have only one arrow on them. So that means we can do the what I was planning on doing with the, I think, with the intakes and returns, or the the outputs and the returns, and tie those on. Maybe yes, because we can. I don't know. I still got to think about that some more, because I keep thinking it'll work, and then I think about it and say no, it won't work, and I'm pretty sure there's a way to make it work. All right, so we can pull all this stuff back up. No, it's not. It's not. It's unidirectional. Because there's no control on it. It's either just on or off. And you would think from the arrows that it is, but you know, you can't control it, which is fine. But those arrows do not matter. It is unidirectional, so it acts like a regular valve. It's just for whatever reason they show the arrows pointing in one direction, and really they should just have one of the other arrows reversed, so it looks, you know, kind of like arrow, arrow, like that, like it does on the front, you know. So it doesn't make you think that it is directional. All right, so, but we do, I mean, I was hoping, I wanted it to be, you know, it's a valve, so it should be bidirectional. Or unidirectional, however you want to call it. Let's see, we want to turn that. These never turn the same as everything else. So we can take our extra ones. Look, we didn't even have to make any more. And we've got our extra tanks. Let's grab, oh, digital valve. Actually, we probably want that over there. All right, let's button this all up. And I've got suits to recycle, pull stuff out of. What is, okay, 35.7. So the sun's back down. So if we got any higher than that, we didn't get much higher. and the plants are obviously still alive. So I guess the question is how low are we going to drop overnight? Because if we're, what was it? We were about like 35. Oh no, it's still climbing. It's night. Why is it climbing? It should be cooling off. Oh, and now I have even less pipe to try to read from. So we're still at negative 41 degrees, so we should be good. It wasn't gray a second ago. It was purple when I pulled up the floor. Yeah, there's a few spots like that around the base where it's, it's completely random. I think there's another one somewhere over here somewhere. And then I think, was there one over here? I'm not quite sure. I've also got some Martian soil kind of reflecting through for some oddball reason. Oh, it might actually be coming through that window. I don't know. All right. What were we at before? Did that go up or down? I can't remember now. Nah, we're still going up. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. It seems kind of buggy, honestly. Yeah, so it is still. I should make sure because we can't see the. Let's pop in there real quick and make sure that they are running. They should be. Yep, they are. And we're reading 37.4. It doesn't say they're too hot yet, but obviously, which I don't know. It seemed like it was cooling fine before, so I don't really. Oh, you know what, too? I don't know what our CO2 tank is at, though we shouldn't be getting too much of an exchange from the CO2 tank right now, since that is on a circuit, and it's only going to open up the circuit if if uh, if it makes enough oxygen to do so, or the pressure gets too high. Yeah, the window does let in heat, but it does seem when I get by the second row, it's warmer over there because we're farther away from the wall coolers. So what we may end up doing is just putting another row of wall coolers on the other side, and that will double it. We could actually put some. Well, I don't want to put them on the ceiling though because it'll block the sun. So what I might do is change that wall of glass. What do you mean I forgot to calculate in when it makes O2? Yeah, it cycles out the O2, but I've got it set to. It's got to be 50%. Because that would only let the greenhouse get up to 150 kPa at most. Yeah, the temp of the new gases. Yeah, but it's gonna pull out. It'll return the CO2 to the room that's already in the room. So any O2 that's created should be, theoretically the same temperature as what's already in that room. Well, I am going to have issues because I have to depressurize the room to do it. Actually, we might be able to put frame blocks behind those because if it acts like a wall, I'm not sure if the window blocks it, but it shouldn't because it's the same as the composite. So we should be able to put a line of blocks behind it, then come in the inside and pull out the glass on the inside. Yeah. I think the only issue we're going to run into is we have to place the frame blocks, and then I don't think it's going to let us put the wall units on it. So we might have to wall in the backside. That, or we just depressurize the room and lose the plants. Well, actually, the plants are ready to harvest. So I can harvest the plants and then depressurize the room, and we won't lose anything. And it'll probably actually be more convenient. Um, yeah, we'll probably just do that. Oh, we didn't put a, oh, because we haven't, yeah, we still have tanks over here that we were draining. And I'm assuming, oh yeah, no, that one's not drained. All right, so we'll do that. Wait for that to drain real quick. All right. Yeah, so I think we'll do that, but that'll probably be, oh, are we actually dropping now? Still kind of. And what is our, it's still running the cooling on it. It could be that our CO2 is a little on the warm side too. No, 21.3. So if anything, if it is cycling through, which it shouldn't really, then it should actually be cooling the room. But it's pretty much set up so that the filter outfeeds right next to where that vent is. So it pretty much just blows it right back out. I don't think it's in the system long enough to actually transfer or equalize the heat. And how much have we gotten any in? We probably haven't got any because we filled up suits. Oh, wow. Ooh, we've gotten 20 kPa since we started running that filter, which has basically been like 2-3 hours. Minus we pulled some through the system because we've filled up a tank. And yeah. Oh, well, actually we've gotten, well, the greenhouse is running, so that's where we're getting the oxygen from right now. But and we're going to have to keep an eye on it because, yeah, I know, it's still, especially in the size of the tank. So we'll see how that goes anyway. 5.46. Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on this because I have a feeling that at the rate that this is, because it's a 1-to-1 conversion for the CO2 to the O2. If we're generating O2 at that rate, it means we're using CO2 at that rate. So we're not getting that much CO2. You know, this tank isn't going up that fast. So we might either have to expand this to have more filters to gather more CO2, which is going to probably take a ton. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We'd have to set up like probably a whole room just to pull in from it. I don't know. We'll see. But, you know, if we run it for a while, fill up the tank, run the greenhouse, generate O2, you know, let the tank refill, generate O2, I guess that works too. You know, because obviously, I mean, even if we turn these into food, half these into food and then replant, that's still going to be a lot of food. All right, so we'll have those. These are filling. I've still got to rehook that back up, but that thing always ends up exploding, so I'm kind of hesitant to do that. And I've already set that, so we won't have to mess with that. So we're another 46 minutes right now. Probably going to call it good for this stream since we kind of, you know, had the whole crash. And this is the basically second part. So the temperatures dropped back down somewhat. It's still trying to climb. So I'd say we are cooling off at night. We're getting back down to the 35 because we started the day off at 35. So it's climbing up during the day, but it's dropping back down. And that's really weird. I swear, I wonder if it's my flashlight. I wonder if it's reading that as sunlight coming in. Because that was it. Oh, no, wait a minute. Is the sun coming up? I can't really tell. Yeah, we'll see. Because now it's climbing. And why is it? Maybe the sun is coming up. Oh, yep, the sun is coming up. Okay. So we did drop back down to 35 degrees, which is where we started the day before at. So looks like it climbs up during the day to about 38. which is not bad, and then drops back down at night to 35. So that is an acceptable range as long as it keeps doing that. Um, I guess we'll have to just let it cycle a few times and see. Um, and we dropped down to 73% because the sun just came back up, so that's not too bad. And that's pretty much everything idling in the base. Well, not idling, it's, the base is idling. And we're still running these pointless wall heaters because there's no atmosphere. So, eventually those would shut off. And we never did get finished on this, but we got greenhouse up and running again, it looks like. Yeah, well, it dropped a little bit lower, but yeah, about that. So either way, it's an acceptable range. And I think I have to check. I think we're still hitting 100% during the day, so we may actually be able to throw another battery in. Yeah, so we'll let it run and cycle a few times and see. Maybe we'll throw another battery in this weekend. So next stream, we're gonna pick up back up on this, and just keep an eye on the which we're almost maxed out because it should be about -60 that's gonna hit on the radiator. I don't know. In the beta update yesterday, they rebalanced the food a bit. So they kind of changed a little bit how it works. Instead of like every time you eat, so like, you eat a bar. Well, no, we have the power. And I think the cooling is just a matter of balancing the wall coolers. If we double the amount of wall coolers, obviously we'd probably be able to drop it right down to the lowest we have set, I think. But that's, we'll maybe look into that. Obviously the power, we're getting plenty, and we've still got an extra 4,000 watts that we're just draining out of the system currently right now for no reason, because, again, no pressure in here really, except for the 1 kPa. So, in Dark Dragon, you made me completely lose my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, so we're going to jump back on this next stream. Keep an eye on the greenhouse, though. And we're going to get this moved, which I think we're just going to put a little jog in this pipe. Or we might... we run into circuitry and stuff, and it runs into the floor. So, yeah, we'll probably just put a little jog in this pipe, move it over, and then we can drop these over. Alternately, we could run them up the wall, run them down, and then that way it's kind of like not on the... I don't really like putting stuff on the floor. Oh, well, yeah, we might be able to put in a couple more batteries, or a battery or two. But we'll get the base pressurized, get it up to temp, because heating the base, once all the wall heaters kick in, that does really drain the system, and it will until, because that's 9,000 watts, a power level of 9,000 to heat the base. So, but maybe we'll run these up, and then I still think I want to put glass at the top. And I know, see, over 9,000. And then I do got to make an adjustment on this because I don't want it cooling as low as it's been cooling. It's set to -99, which was fine on the moon. But on Mars, it's actually only -60 out. So I don't want it to set it to cool any lower than that. So we'll probably set it to -59, and then, or maybe even 49. Maybe I'll just leave it right there. But I've got to change the circuit, which is just a matter of changing the number. So not bad. But and then we got to put the passive vent in, which we can put that digital valve in because we just tested it and it is bi-directional. So we'll just have a switch here so we can flip it off if we need to open this up and not depressurize the whole base. And an autosave. And then we'll move on to getting these set up, which we're going to have to look into because I want to put a heater in each one of these. The O2, the nitrogen, the CO2, I want to put a heater in above the tank. Um, the hydrogen and the water and the pollution. Obviously, the pollution I'm not because it's going to be depressurized. The hydrogen and the water I don't really care at because the water doesn't really matter, right? I mean, there's no reason to heat it. The plants don't seem to care what temperature the water is. Um, so they might change that later on, and if they do, we'll revisit that. But that way we can use because I think right now we were like at what 21 degrees. 21.3, so now we're at 21.4. It would probably be a lot faster to heat this up using a heater, and actually they would draw a lot less power than the ACs do, and then we wouldn't be dumping. We wouldn't be well. We're pulling heat out of the radiator system, which is not bad. So, not a bad thing. But I think that would be a more efficient and probably speedier way to do it because we'd only be heating up a 2x2 cube. So hopefully which most of it's filled up by the tank. So um, uh, the pollution actually works better than the water for as a heat transfer medium in the game. Um, so that's why everything is using pollution. Though if we don't generate more pollution soon, we might have to do that because that's all the pollution we got left. So we'll have to do some more, running the furnace and stuff some more. But we'll see. I mean, we could do a water pollution mix maybe. I believe, if I remember correctly, water is the second best. But yeah, so we'll probably pick up on the tanks and whatnot and get that passive system in, and then we'll carry on with the other ones. The only issue I think we're going to really run into is wall heaters. Again, is we're going to have to break it into different circuits so we don't overload it. Yeah, so we'll have to run a separate circuit for that. But I want to get that taken care of. I think that'll save us on power draw. Yeah, I know I'm going to have to smelt some more stuff up. But we're going to have to, I'll have to actually go mining and gather, which we need to anyway. We need oxides. We need volatiles. Oh, look, 100%. We need oxides. We need volatiles. We need, so I'll have to watch it. Obviously, we've still got a bit more. We could probably at least, wherever we hit at least 100 right here. I mean, probably hit it before that, but yeah, we can definitely put another battery in. Yes, Dark Dragon. Yes. I do. And I usually forget he's in there. And when I first loaded up the map, and I walked around the corner, I was like, oh! I was like, what the hell's that? And then I was like, oh, it's him. I know. I should like stick him in. And he blinks. He just kind of like, and he's wearing pink. Oh, that's right. Okay. I do got to end the stream here at some point, but I do want to test this out real quick. Because this is the funny thing I was thinking of is, can we spray paint his suit while he wears it? No, it's not letting me select it. I didn't think it would let you, but I thought it would be kind of funny if it did. Because, if somebody wasn't wearing a pink suit, then you could actually, like, paint their suit pink while they're, no. I'm not going to be able to stuff him in the locker. All right. Anyway. I know, at least this way. I should... I don't know. Something. I'm gonna end up getting him stuck in a corner or something and not being able to move him. Oh, actually, it'd probably be easier to move him if I had the doors here. He can just. And I don't know how his suit battery hasn't. Oh, I bet. I wonder if he's got one of the nuclear batteries in. Because I don't know how his suit battery hasn't gone dead yet. Watch, one of these days his CO2 tank will just randomly explode. Because I do think that will happen. Well, it will happen, but anyway. All right. So, yes. Anyway, before I start rambling on again about what we're going to do in the next episode, and temperature is dropping. So, at night, it is dropping down. So, it is sustainable now, thankfully. But it's actually dropping pretty quick. Yep. So, all right. We're going to end the stream here. And I will probably take about a 10-minute break. And then I think I'm going to stream stream at least an episode of Hellion, because it's a Friday night, and this is what I do on my Fridays. And actually, this is what I do pretty much every night, but I can do it later every night. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Yes. So, yep, I'm going to go stretch my legs, top off my coffee. Actually, I'm going to make some fresh coffee. It's only 1 o'clock in the morning. I can make fresh coffee now. And, yeah, load up Hellion, which I like that game. It's, kind of hardcore survival. Gets a little frustrating at times. But, man, does that game take forever to load up. I swear. I think that's the game I don't think I've played another game that takes longer to load up than that game. I don't know what it is, but yeah, you're at a loading screen for quite a while. And it's not the game itself. It's I think it's the server data. Um, oh, Surviving Mars. Yeah, and it's actually on sale on Steam. So I was kind of looking at it. But I do actually already I have like, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 games on Steam. Um, but I've already, don't have any, well, yeah, I was gonna say I don't have like Planet Base or anything, um, but I have quite a few open world, survival sort of thing, like kind of like this, to stream. Uh, oh, it's a game. I mean, I do like those types of games. I mean, I like the strategy, resource management. I used to love like SimCity, play City XLs every now and then. SimCity 2000, when that was like the, SimCity, um, fill up the whole entire map, that sort of thing. Um, but I do like them, but they don't keep. I usually can't keep into them as long as, open world survival sort of thing. Um, well, yeah, that's nice. I can do that in Sims 4 too. You can do that in SimCity 5. But it's not really anything new. Um, I'm more interested in like the gameplay aspects. Um, but anyway, before we get too much off topic, go ahead and end the stream here. And I will see you guys in, I believe it's Hellion episode 5. I think we're going to hopefully go raid some derelicts because we need warp core fuel. But hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you. Have a good night.